Good morning, sailors, and welcome to race 6 of the A Fleet at Austin Lakes for the Australian DF65 Championships. This race, you can see all of the boats are on an A plus rig. It's a bit of a drifter. Wind doesn't pick up until later in the day, and we are coming in for a start. Boats are going to be moving up towards the right. You can see 52 positioning himself on the start line, 82 on the far side there, and we are off for a start. You can see the leading boats, 52 and 82, off to a pretty good start on this one, followed by 60. You've got 16, 514 behind 82, getting a bit of dirty air there. 114, Andrew Donkin, one of the local sailors, currently in the lead. 52, Mike Jeffries second, and we have Nick Jewett at 82 on the far side, on the windward side. That's a win. Oh, sorry, I could be wrong on that one. Windward side is a bit close. It's very difficult to see on the camera, on the phone, what's what. But this is a drifter, so I see on starboard side. So 114 the windward side, 52 and 82. You'll see here that if you weren't on that start line right early, you got carted out the back door on this one. So coming up, we have 60, again favouring windward side, getting the breeze early and is able to get in front at this stage of the race. Have 329, you can see them on the left hand side of the screen in about 6th or 7th place. 514 is over there as well. But here's Phil Burgess, 14, zipping up the inside track on this particular course. The other boats still in that drifting pattern. Here's 114, Andrew Donkin on port tack, getting a bit of breeze coming out to this windward side before tacking around. 82, Nick Jewett also on a port tack at the moment, coming across the fleet, but not a lot happening with very little breeze. But certainly you can see here 14 on the inside at this stage of the race. 16, there's number 16 as well, number 14, and up further I think that is boat number, see that coming in, can't see that boat number at the moment. The camera, I'm watching this on the phone doing the commentary, the numbers are quite small, so I've got some of these numbers wrong. That's the reason why. 329 bottom of the screen here, but all the boats are coming across on a port tack at the moment. Here's next tacked on to starboard. We're going around the pumpkin mark on the right hand side. Sometimes there's a lift going to that mark, sometimes not, but coming in now. As we come in, you'll see that there's a coming in here, collision. 514, that's me unfortunately, has hit 750 and caused a little bit of mayhem up there. Apologies for that. So going around the top mark, we have in the lead 114, Andrew Donkin is in first. Phil Burgess in third on the inside, and we have, I believe that's 82 and 750, followed by 329 and 52 coming down. Okay, the boat's coming into screen now. So we've got Andrew Donkin in the lead, and we've got 60 in second place. Third place we've got Phil Burgess, and we've got Stephen Finlay, 750 from New South Wales. 82, Nick Jewett, he's a local club member, and then we've got 329, Daniel Bergen, Mike Jeffries, all coming down, running downwind fairly quickly, trying to catch these lead boats. So 14, Phil, has managed to catch a little bit of a gust on the inner track there. He's going around the blue mark. You'll see all the sails out to the left, so that's favouring the right hand mark going downwind. So he's coming up on a starboard tack. Be interesting to see which side's favoured. Previously from the start it looks like the inside was favoured, so you'll see Stephen Finlay coming down the inside, and you've got some other boats also coming down the inside there. So at the moment you can see 52 on the screen, just above 750. You've got 82 on the lower side here, followed by 60, 16, and it certainly looks like the boats coming up the inside are possibly getting a little bit more breeze and are lifting nicely. So they're all running up. You can see there's a bit more breeze over on the shore side, the closer side. There's a knock there. You'll see 52 has tacked on that knock and is coming up on starboard and is now tacking back to port. So it's certainly, I know, is keeping on going on starboard, my mistake. A lot of the boats have carried through on the knock and haven't tacked away, which may not be all that favourable. So you'll see 52 is continuing to run out to the far side of the course. 329 is coming in underneath them. In fact, 52 not in a very good position at the moment, is really going to need a little bit of luck. In fact, the inside boats are getting a great big lift going into this top mark, which is not going to do 52 any favours on this one. The inside boat should be able to reach it and lay that mark relatively easily. And we've got most of the fleet fairly close racing in this particular A fleet race. In fact, 52 has been extremely lucky. He's been able to ride that lift all the way in from the outside. So well sailed there. I thought you were gone for all money on that one, Mike, but you managed to get what I call a Mike Jeffries breeze, and was able to run in on that lift on the starboard side all the way into the mark. That's why he finishes in front of me. He's much better at reading the breeze. Now coming in at the moment, we've got 77, the green boat. 514 has just rounded the mark now, and you can see here you've got 750, that's the red and white boat, but moving up towards the front of the fleet at the moment. In front, I think that's 82, that's Nick Jewett currently leading the current time. He actually came back from being down a few places earlier in the race and has sailed very consistently. In fact, is challenging my only 1 point in it for the lead going into the third day. Coming in second, we've got Phil, followed by 329 out wide. I think that's Andrew Donkin, and then 52. It could be Andrew Donkin, 114. In close, there's a lot of 14s, or a lot of boats ending in 143, I believe, in this fleet. So there's 114 coming in. Here's Mike coming in now, Mike Jeffries, number 52, the current Australian champion. Although it remains to be seen whether he can defend his title. Nick is certainly challenging for it in this particular regatta. We've got 329 Daniel sitting in fourth place going into the final day. Andrew Donkin 114 in third place. So there's nothing in it between first and second, and then there's nothing in it between around about third and fifth or sixth. Now you'll see coming in close this time, the breeze ran out, the breeze stopped. So 52 is an expert in sailing in a light breeze. That's his favoured conditions, so seeing how this race pans out. But boats are milling around trying to find the breeze at the moment. What you'll see is that the top boats are working their sails in and out, leaving their sails out, trying to get a bit of speed and a bit of breeze before looking to point a bit higher. 82, you can see, looking to let his sails out and point, trying to find a little bit of wind at the moment. But 52's held his angle and is now above the fleet, so is coming up so is on a port tack at the moment, and just on the edge of that breeze line you can see it's just moved around to a starboard tack, so 52 has tacked around along with a lot of the other boats in the fleet, the majority of them, but you'll see 52 currently pointing quite high in the light breeze. Here comes 82 now. Now that it's a starboard breeze favoured, it is switching around, has that inside track, a bit of local knowledge there possibly, and is running up the inside. That's Stephen Finlay, just out of screen now, 750, and out wide boat number 16. And there's that lift, that starboard lift going into the top mark, so it has paid somewhat to go wide and then sail in on starboard, getting that angle of attack to be able to lay the mark from the non-favoured, so from the leeward side. Now these boats that have come up the inside here can just about reach into the mark. You'll see here's 514 and 329 coming in, trying to also lay the mark from on a starboard tack. That was a bit of a knock there. 514 trying to get up to the mark, probably pinching. You can see a little bit of weather helm there, but coming into the mark now, and has just managed to squeeze around. 329 coming in there, and then the remainder of the fleet. Now as we're rounding the mark, you'll see 52 and 82 fighting it out for the lead. So there's 52, wrong boat. 16 and 82 second. 52 is coming up now to the bottom mark, and then we're going to go up for a finish in this one. So 52 well in front at the current time. Certainly Mike does very well in those light weather breezes, so it pays to watch. Here comes Nick Jeward, and 16 coming in now. It's also a Western Australian boat. The WA sailors doing very well in this competition. And further back we have 329 and 750 coming up. We have 514 on the outside back there, but coming up to a finish, and it looks like a fairly easy win on this occasion for number 52, Mike Jeffries, and the rest of the fleet to follow. Quite a long way back in this one. Next up we have number 82, Nick Jeward, and behind him we have number 16 coming through. And there we go, Nick has just crossed the line in second. 16 in third, 16 having a very good regatta. Have Phil Burgess 14 coming through in fourth place. And the remainder of the fleet also coming through. Looks like we've got a bit more time in this video. We have Daniel Bergen 329, followed by 750 Stephen Finlay coming up for a finish. So 329 coming in fifth place. It looks like 16's just managed to squeeze up there, probably already crossed. Here's 750 Stephen coming up now. And we have, can't quite see that number, followed by 51, so we have 114, 514